Alright, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a good one. We're back with Final Fantasy XIV. It's been a little while, I think. I can't actually remember when 6.5, like the main 6.5 patch came out. November, maybe? Feels like it's been forever. And so this is the sort of the 0.5 patch, so it's the tiny bit of story that bridges the end of last expansion into like the start of next expansion. So I can't see the story, well, I can't see the stream being super long, given that they estimate the story's about 2 hours. And as much as there's extra content, and I don't think there's anything else I would really stream. Like, there's the end of the Mandeville quests, but since I haven't streamed the rest of it, just seeing the ending will be a bit weird. I say that as though the Mandeville quests aren't weird just in general. Same with like Tataru's thing. Over there. Because Tataru's thing is also, it's been going on for several patches. I might do the... where's the... No, that's for something else. I have no idea where I'm actually supposed to be going for the story, now that I think about it. If I go... Am I gonna have to look up patch notes to figure out where the fuck I'm going? Maybe. Unless by some miracle, hello. Oh, that's thrown up. No. I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh my god, this is why you normally have the guide on, which I haven't had on since they added it. Can I actually turn it on? Where is the Snorri guide? Oh god. Can I pop you up there? I won't have to notice you most of the time. Not that you're turned on. Oh, hold up, display on. Oh, there we go. Where is that? Or is that Han? Yeah, I know. Oh, it's so tight. I'm gonna have to reorder that, so at least that's the top of that. Oh well. At least I know where I'm going. Right. Found destination. Oh, it's up. Yeah, okay. It's up by, Yeah. Yeah, we might do the LA Beach Tribe, because that I could probably do without context. As opposed to, like, the Relic or Hildebrand. Hello, Vishan. Ah, Corel, she's standing in front of the map, and that's clearly Erenvale. Hi, Ixia. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Bedessian request your presence in Chilean at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Bedessian Annex at once. Ashika awaits your arrival. Alright, I was just there, let's go. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Azdaya, the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Alright, you two be happy, because we won't be seeing each other for a while. We already know we're going across seas. Right, now I can go to the annex. Let's do this again. I skipped a step, apparently. Oh god, there we go. Hello. I'm back. Warm and hearty welcome to you. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kral and Graha. My boy! My boy! How has my boy been? thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Ixia to meet. The Hrothgal! He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studio. Shall we look for him there? Hrothgal, Hrothgal, Hrothgal. I am here for Hrothgal. Like, please. I feel like the 2 hours of this is going to be tied up in the trial content that I know is there. Raha, thoughts? Erenvel's early return likely has something to do with this visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? It's a Hrothgal, and she looks amazing. Now then, where is Erenvel? I am here for the Hrothgal. Give me her.
Erenville!
Oh my god, Krala's a voice. I forget. That was needlessly dramatic, mate. Hello.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
Nope.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World.
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Comes from there? No way.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
No one.
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Again. That's... Oh no, there she's...
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Oh, I love her.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man.
I love her.
I'm Uclamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
I've only just met her and I love her already. But she is a warrior and I have big fear.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Absolutely.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
No, she doesn't need to. Let's go. First boat out of here.
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The right of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Erenvel talking me up.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Aww, you're sweet.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Wait, let's all just slow down.
No, Raha, we gotta go. I gotta go.
Wuklemat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Just a little tidbit.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Oh my god, Rahab, what did they do to your hair? Put your ears back.
Hardly.
That-
I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just
No,
met.
you absolutely could.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
It would if I knew what a Valiarmanda is.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Oh, caught out.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Hold up. You didn't mention the letter.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Okay, what would you like to hunt? No, I love her. I'm not going to change my boy into a Hrothgal. However, I'm fully here to put my ult into a Hrothgar. My ult has been needing a bit of love. Why not make it into a Hrothgal? What do for a hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. Oh, is this gonna be... I heard a rumor that shit was going down. Oh? Yeah, Pudding Way's still over there. The game is a foot, and a leg, and an arm. Chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventurers, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So, let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. And just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we get the chance to get acquainted. I have one fear in the fact that she is like Moonbreeder energy and Moonbreeder didn't end well. You okay there, Carl? Your hand is disappearing into the void of your sleeve. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable champions... My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Owl. I will join you as soon as possible. You've got to get your paintbrush. You're going to show us Pictomancer. No. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbour. This guild... I can't read. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That. Is it bad that I can't remember going to the Isle of Ham though? Like... at all? When did I go to the Isle of Ham? I'm also on the wrong thing on it. Yes, I am. Bye, Yoshi-P. Bye, Yoshi-P. Oh no. Oh, did we go there for... hold up. XIV, I think, was the Isle of Ham then. Okay. Oh. Carl was acting a little strange, don't you think? This is just a simple hunt. I wonder what preparations she needs to make. Farewell. We have the loan of a ship from one of the captains. Cheery fellow. I can operate the vessel, so we don't need to trouble him to take us. So we have to take a ship. Ugh, I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Yep. Scenario will be happening, so... yeah, it was the 8th of front.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural.
Oh, they've actually given her, like, cape a tail flap. Or tail part. Cape, scarf. You're not cold.
Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
You can't eat the polar bears.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
Look at those eyes, though. She's so hyped to be here. It's like, oh.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Yeah, a sun that nearly exploded, from what I remember of SideQuest. Hey, don't look at me.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, Like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
I mean, that's a fair thing.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Jesus Christ, your dad just decided to collect a whole array of kids.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Garhano.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
Oh, I have power? I don't have power.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Researchers. Oh! We skipped a bunch.
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Just as well you're about to. Oh, these guys are here. Oh god, it's been a little while since I played.
Let's hunt our fill.
Oh, I can't actually. Okay, just on me then. Erenville just kind of chilling to one side is a mood. If only I wasn't sick and
Look,
coughing every 5 seconds.
Someone's in trouble.
Yeah, what are you gonna do to help them? Nothing.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Ah, a researcher. We found one. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition? Wait, aren't you? You are. XIV, the adventurer who saved our star. Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grow strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give us just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment. Oh, sorry, I gave you the voice in my head of
They
it.
are famous.
I am.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Graha, my own personal hype man. I gave that poor Ellison woman in my head the voice of a esteemed gentleman.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. Sorry, you a lady as well? You are. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. God, she's just ready to go.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, you will. Apparently.
Ew.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
What, there's a dead body over here. You find ravaged beast remains, torn to shred by sharp
These
talons.
claw marks. I've seen their like before.
Have you?
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Well, I'm guessing bird.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
Well, we found no feet marks, so I'm assuming it's a bird.
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
Roasted.
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Oh, over there. Oh, poop.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
It's gonna suddenly descend upon us. Ugh. Well, here's some birds. Here's a bird, even. Save me, strong woman!
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
I will never see a sun seal, apparently. Nothing but moons. I'm very sad.
Let's head back and report what we found.
We found feathers, we found a dead body, and we found poop. Emerald sprinted ahead of us, apparently. Oh, there she goes. She's gonna find it. It is a fucking bird.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Bigger bird. It's a giant. It's a giant hornbill.
Ah! What is that thing?
Bigger bird. Giant colibri.
It
Talks.
speaks?
It's a colibri. Oh, well, there he goes.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Alright.
Come, Woklamat.
Right.
Oh, is this tough act something that she puts on to be braver than she is? Whee! After that bird!
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Okay.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
No, let her have this, girl.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Pterodactyl Calibri, let's go. The question here is, why is it so big? Alright. Nope, I'm still not allowed anything. Alright, let's just go.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh.
Please.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
Wind unbound, that sounds fun.
Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Once again. I mean, what got him so big?
Look out!
Look out! There's orange markings on the floor.
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Oh, sorry, Colibri. Sticky spit? No!
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Oh, fun.
I've got you.
That works.
That was too close.
Steady now.
It's like whole PvP. On-ganged into everything. Or out of everything, I guess. Sweep? No, thank you. God, I would love it if my cold would stop for like in 10 minutes, so I'm not coughing. I'm back to no suns. Sad again.
Damn it.
No, you're fine. You're a warrior. Get your health back.
Spread out, everyone!
I should immediately start converging on one another. Whee! Oh.
Pay for that.
Oh. Okay, bye. Oh. Maybe not bye. Hold up.
Thank you.
Right, now it's up to you two to actually move. Oh my god! That sun! Into swoop. Oh. Oh my god, it's which fight? Which dungeon is it?
That was hardly a tickle.
It's the step. We had this fight with the step and we had it in Heavensward, though I don't know if it still exists in Heavensward given the adjustments to dungeons. with Tiaman? Yeah, we've seen this mechanic a couple of times.
Try this.
It seems more appropriate for it to resemble the one from the step though. Just because
Nothing to it.
that boss better. That dude.
We have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
Alright, calm down. He's just the parrot.
Throw everything you have at it.
Hooray, the evil parrot is defeated. We have done it. But how did it get so big? Why did it get so big?
And I had barely limbered up.
Yes. Oh, she's shaking. I can see why you need help.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Right?
Only to be expected.
Okay. So clearly if she wants to take the throne, we've got to be her hype squad for an expansion. I'm down for it. Let's go.
You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. What a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks? Dirty tricks?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
She's got a paintbrush.
How about you?
Oh no, she's armed with a Moogle. I like... We wanted to show off Pictomon, so here's a Moogle. Oh,
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She
I wanna do
arrived
that.
as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
look. She wants to show off and I'm fully here for it.
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you.
How long has she been in the story where we've been asking for her to join us and we're only just getting her, like, as a fighting companion? Like, I think she was, people first started asking for her to be a fighting companion back in A Realm Reborn? It's been so many years since she's been introduced.
In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I mean, she's easily impressed. If nothing else.
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
Yoshi P said we need a new DPS class, and I decided I was going to be it.
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin.
I turned to art instead.
Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
I chose to go to artwork, so I could also make money on the side.
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Spriggoon!
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Okay, so we already know for the expansion the Scions are going to be divided up, and it's already seeming like we're obviously going to be with Wook, so it's going to be probably us, Graha, Kryl. Erenville, I think, is just going to be along to be a tour guide. Do we get the twins? Do we get one twin? Like the rest of them, I personally would be more than happy to leave, be against for an expansion. I don't have the energy that some of the so we say Y'shtola and Estinian fans have. I guess Thancred too. Some people are thirsty for Thancred.
Indeed.
Just less people than some
I
of the
must
others.
say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
I found a letter to my grandfather while I was cleaning.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
I like how there's apparently only one person called Gulul, and she's just like, yeah, only one person.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
See?
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh.
Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
Interesting. The mystery thickens.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal.
Well, maybe. She just said that the signature is accurate, but Signatures could be forced. Signature could have been, I guess, Frankenstein from something else copied.
I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
I don't think we should eat him.
We're eating that.
Do we stop her? I feel like she could eat it raw. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the Calibri meat. For better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here in Charlayan, the last stand. Come, let us see what Dickon. Why did I think his name was Dickon for a moment? Dickon can cook up for us. Go, 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 go. I'm getting very distracted by general chat, so we're just gonna pop that off. Not that I have it showing, but it's distracting me. Right. Where's the buddy? Dickon! Oh no, there's a famished face if ever I've seen one. What can I get you? Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I've just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Oh, thank God, I don't have to pay. To pay.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Okay, it doesn't look particularly appetizing.
I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
In that moment, Erenville was me. Can't handle anything semi-spicy. The mere smell of it just... whew.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh no, I'm gonna die. I smell spice and it's over for me. Nachos? Oh. Too hot for her.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Well, it wasn't me. That was clearly Zero. Because I turned down the spice.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlayan.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
The good sibling energy.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Oh.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
Maybe that's why he doesn't go around saying it.
You and everyone else.
Yeah.
I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
See?
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
Oh, so it's really a new world. Like, really a young nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Like, 80 years is tight. Like, tiny amount of time.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace.
Until the other day.
But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Okay, I was about to say, we're not gonna say who.
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Can we not leave them alone? I mean, I get the Gallian Empire was shit, to put it mildly, for literally everyone, but the people who are left are living in a train station.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war.
So we must stop him. Ooh.
I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
I feel like this was a question that came up when they immediately announced, like, the theme of the expansion. Everyone was like, yeah, but we're outsiders, we shouldn't be getting involved.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
Oh, well, in that case.
The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
That seems like a loophole to get us involved, but alright.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
I didn't say anything during that whole hunt, but alright.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
Let me consider this.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
Which will be several months until the summer of this year.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Go for it. Oh, Emerald. Poor dude. Whether Wuklamat has the makings of a ruler, I could not say. But I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Right. Coming dawn. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklamut's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. I don't want to go to the books. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us off to the archives. Ah, no! Oh, it's... oh no. How do we get to the trial then? I mean, it's got to be coming up here. We know it's happening because it's the one from the FanFest. I might as well walk. I'm so bad at navigating Chilean. Up this way, then round the corner. Oh, Pudding Wade's still reading. Good for him. Good for him, good for him. Right, books, I suppose. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallachia, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learnt to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallachi's art and make animals' powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it blue magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallachi. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. What a shame that What's-His-Face doesn't have the same opinion on blue magic. I cannot remember his name. I don't do blue mage often enough to remember. And I'm still like one expansion behind in that content. Not level, just the content. Let us begin by comparing the graphological characteristics of the three great continents and Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, plants, or animals. Read that backwards, it's fine. A case in point is the Allegans. I'm so done with the Allegans. Do we have to go back to the Allegans? Case in point is the Allegans who rose to power in Uldenard before advancing east to Ilzabard, and their movements would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Gallians. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce a dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamoja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Faded Dome. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a selected variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Weaver. This ferocious skeleton is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamoja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Weaver is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. That really long name that I've already forgotten how to pronounce. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. That's probably going to be the very first trial that we fight in the new expansion then. Right. Oh, unblemished book. No one's touched this one. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eocean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popto, these crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining dishes trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Liminson sailor named Ketanram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketanram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamoja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketanram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Liminson. The most notable of these was the popito, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketanram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. To those of Ketanram's outside of Ketanram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish this chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Right, Raha, I have found reading material. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Well, there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural. I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Let me tell you about the bean burrito, Raha. Come, let's continue this outside. The maps do not take kindly to chatter. Let me tell you of the bean burrito and the alpaca. Well then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Potatoes. As have I. Despite having just enjoyed a hearty meal, I found myself craving Poptos. As they keep well, they are a boon to sailors, and it was simply the same property that allowed them to survive the voyage to Eosia. The book also mentioned a method of preservation which sees Poptos repeatedly frozen and dried. The resultant product was apparently used in a stew by people in mountainous regions. I should like to sample the dish one day, and all the unique cuisines of the vast continent. Okay, but anything else aside from Poptos? But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Alpacas. These are the most mundane answers I could give. I asked the alpaca. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by way of their lush fleece. They are especially prized by mountain tribes who hold certain rare specimens sacred. I thought I heard familiar voices. I was about to say, is it just my girl or is it both of my children? Hello. That's right, you were visiting your parents. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Gallian people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razat Khan, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbours of different races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what are the two of you? What never brings you here this day? Okay, so we met a Hrothgal who wants us to assist her in a big fight. Do you want to come with? A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We'd do well to read up on Tuliolai. I can't pronounce any of these at all already. Tuliolai ourselves. Contest. Is Ixia the only one allowed to help Wulklamat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wulklamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Lizzie, wait. You seem our plans have changed. If you'll excuse me. Give me both of the twins and then every other scion to the other side. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Are we gonna run into them? We're gonna go there. Alize's gonna be like, take us with you. I know how to fight. I can throw a mean punch. Wee. I'm gonna laugh if I keep expecting this trial to turn up here and then the trial is like in the Mandeville quest. I thought we were going back to the annex. We're just gonna kind of vibe on the bridge? I mean, I'm here for it. You okay?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
We've barely learned anything, so...
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wulklamat's request?
I'm kind of done with politics, though.
If only others had the same good sense. If the prospect troubles you, sir, why not consider what you stand to gain instead? That is an exciting journey to a faraway continent. In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you might find yourself moved to help Wuklemat after all. And if not, well, you quietly take your leave. A brazen plan, perhaps, but one that befits a veteran adventurer, you must agree. Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core.
I'm sensing a but. This is either a but or we're having a bonding moment.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Spoken like the great exarch you were.
Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
That sounds ominous. Come back! We were having a bonding moment. Okay. Guess I'm gonna brood on my own. Hi. You know you want to be against this Thancred. You know we have to have another fight. This is gonna sound weird, I kind of want it to be like quote-unquote old scions versus new scions. So like, Y'shtola, Urianger, Thancred versus me and the twins, I guess. Gara's an old one, Carl's an old one. Welcome back, Ixia. If you're looking for Wuklemat, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I could go and fetch them for you. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. I just really... I don't know. I really want... I want to throw down. Ah, it's the map. I have to clear away some more of those clouds. Hello.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it. Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Yes. My squad. My children and my boy.
Alphino, Alize! What are you two doing here?
They're my children. They must come with me. I've adopted them.
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklemat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah yes, what a coinkydink that you met at the Agora where you just happened to have to go. Strange.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
I like how that's the story Arabelle told.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
Okay, but I escaped the toad allegations.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
She doesn't get her surname introduced.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
No, you're coming too. You've been roped into this.
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
See? You have to come too.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was.
No, come on.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
They'll be fine.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Well, we know he comes over there anyway because he's in the trailer for the expansion. But no, that means he's probably gonna be on the other side.
But, Raha,
My boy. Oh, at least I get my twins, I guess.
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I'm so sad now. That means my boy's gonna be on the opposing side. Tragic.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
What did you buy us? Is it a map? Is it a tiny map at the bottom? Just boop.
There.
No way your tiny ass arms.
This,
Did that.
my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Okay, but I'm bad at reading this map. Oh no, I can see it. No, it's that. Yeah, it's that blob at the side. Okay. I'll zoom into those pixels. Let's go. Oh yeah. Hour and a half? Hour and a half for that setup. About right. You know what, we'll let this play. At least while it's playing this song. Well, that's the setup for going on. I'm a little bummed, but it seems as though, because we know Raha's going to be there, but he's now turned down this request. I'm a little bummed that we're gonna have to presumably be against him. The other three I'm down for. I like Urianger, Thancred, and Y'shtola, but I'm also totally here to throw hands with them and have a face-off. And I'm here for going on a journey with Crow. Like I said, it feels as though it's been forever since she was introduced, and they kind of hinted. Sorry, I'm very distracted. That's good artwork for Graph. Feels like it's been ages since we thought we were going to get to journey with her, and then things kept happening and we couldn't. Is she sitting on her cape? I mean, that's a nice... I feel as though I haven't seen that. Like, some of these artworks I've seen, but I don't think I've seen that one for Y'shtola. As they are, one voice. I don't know why it threw me off for a second that Elidibus and Themis had the same voice when I knew they were the same character. Why? Oh, that would be the giant spider. But yeah, sure, kind of money. Do I recognize any of these voices? Absolutely not. Share looking. No way you have that many diverse cards in your Astroglobe. Absolutely not. Kafka. Infina. Crystal Mom, we miss you. Vanna. Xenos, good riddance. May you rest in pieces at the edge of the world. A part of me does wish for this sheer comedy of it, that he would just keep popping up, just like real comedic going. Pops out of the bush. Ah, we fight. Is this what the other half an hour is in the credits? We've gone past the decent artwork. Oh, you can change scrolling speed. I didn't know that. Okay. I like those as much as anyone, but... Did you wonder about your passage to Tural? Erenvel will arrange a ship through his guild. You need not worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please, Take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. I'm not sure when it will be. No one's sure when it will be. We haven't been told when the pre-order is. Sometime in summer. Meanwhile, in Limsa, is this gonna be Thancred and the others? It's at least.
When does the next ship
Justinian.
set sail?
May I ask your destination?
Dunno.
The north and east, I've already seen.
Guess I'm going west.
I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Okay. So Thancred has kind of sneakily... Oh, meanwhile in Old Chilean. What a coincidence that we're all gonna meet up in the west. Oh, there's Urianger. Is Thancred just gonna be like, you'll never guess what I heard? Oh no, he's received a letter. You'll never guess what I heard. It's still... Okay.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
It really doesn't.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
That's fine. I'm willing to throw down. Urianger, let's go. Bring out your deck. Astrologian throwdown. Pods at dawn.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Okay, so we're at
Then
least...
let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
So we're at least throwing down with them. Possibly Estinian. Why do I feel like this delivery is going to be for me and it's immediately going to set the dogs off? So how does your Stola end up over there?
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna put your ass right where it belongs, in the ground. You stole
Come,
it.
my friend. We make for Taral.
I was expecting you stole it just to turn up and just be like, I heard you were talking shit. I want in. Charlene isn't that big. How do we just avoid seeing either of them? I'm having thoughts. Deep
Tell
thoughts.
me,
Oh.
have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
No, don't bring Emmett into this.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
I promised him. I've got to do it, Emmett Silk. For you. And Hythlodaeus and Vanar. And everyone else at Themis. When canal the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Ride forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. Wow, that disappeared from the screen super quick without me touching anything. That bit wanted to be gone. Oh yeah, backpack. Now I too can carry way too much from my bag. Okay. So. That implies that the trial is potentially in the Hildebrand Quest. Which I guess would make sense. We've had trials in the Hildebrand Quest before. There was the 2 Gilgamesh one. Like, I guess without spoilers. No, you got the 2 Gilgamesh ones. You've got the Yojimbo one. If you know, you know. So I guess it makes sense to have another trial in the Hildebrand Quest. Okay. Well, that one's the Tataro one, which I'm not going to do on stream. I guess. Where would be... Oh, the dogs, they are moving. I guess, let me dump. Eswe's Burrow, maybe? I'm trying to think where the United Beast Tribe would be. Maybe with the Lockrids? And I guess we'll do that, and then I'll call it a short end to stream there. If I can find them. Which I can't. Alright, let me look this up. Trying to find patch notes when you need to find them is the most difficult thing in the sorting world. Right, where is... I just want to know where it is. Oh my god, I was... While I'm talking about patch notes, I was really thrown off, like while I'm looking for them. I was just thrown off by seeing a banner for the Maiden's Rhapsody quest, like, crossover quest, and apparently it's coming back, and I was... For a moment I thought I was looking at an old site from like several years ago. Topics. Season 10, PP, there we go. Right, that was the main quest. I'm not doing Hildebrand because that'll be a confusing thing, because it's confusing at best. I'm not gonna bother with tutorial. Right. Ultima Thule. It's with Jamming Way. Right, let's wrap up with this Unity. Have a nice quick stream. Someone briefly had the new mount. I saw it. Yep, let's wrap up. Let's call the end of these, especially because this will be basically the end of these the Final Fantasy streams until probably expansion comes out. At which point it's going to be like a solid week of nothing but them, with me spending an unhealthy amount of time playing it. I have gone the immediate wrong way. I'm really bad at this. Alright, jamming away. How you doing, buddy? Here for a status report, Ixia. I quite understand. I get terribly anxious whenever I have to step away from the cafe. Why, just the other day I returned to find that a Grebulov had snuck behind the counter to bathe in the soup. Such incidents aside, the Lost Dregs couldn't be more successful. We're bustling with business, and Elysion is thriving. Yet, as a manager of this operation, I would be remiss not to ponder new ways to juice a little more happiness out of this carrot. This unit hastens to indicate that the current levels of juice and happiness are within optimal parameters. Any attempt to push either beyond capacity may prove disruptive to the present equilibrium. Of course it would be disruptive, you glorified can opener. Threat to the status quo it may be, but innovation is the lifeblood of business. And think of our patrons' delight should we treat them to, say, thrilling entertainment over a cup of carrot coffee. Whatever we do needs to be truly spectacular, though. So good that even the Nibiran won't simply stare morosely. If only I had any ideas whatsoever. Really now? I had heard they were cooking up something in the hold, but I had no idea the product was such a success. I must see it for myself. Interested in a trip to Bestways Borough, Ixia? I'd appreciate your opinion on any possibilities I turn up. I trust you command the cafe N7000. Contact me via the Ragnarok system should there be any more soup scandals. Now to Miss Whisperer. Oh god. I do like these unifying quests, they're cute. I'm not entirely sure which... Who hasn't had a unifying quest? Stormblood hasn't had an... Oh no, Stormblood did. Shadowbringers hasn't. So the Pixies, the Qatari, and the Dwarves didn't get one. Maybe they will one day. Oh, that's the dogs coming back. They've obviously seen a cat. Did you find a dream? Good question. I may have to pause this to figure out what the dogs are barking at. So this new hub is Holiday. I must say it's a significant improvement over the old crates and buckets. As for these stations that everyone's hopping to join, the one over there is a true work of art. I particularly appreciate the taste in subject matter. Oh my god, it's all put up. Okay, distant sound of dog eating aside. However, one can hardly expect half a dozen civilizations to share the same aesthetic sensibilities. I shudder to imagine the pontification and gunfire that would ensue if we asked our patrons to paint a mural. Dog bowl going skittering across the floor. Those machines remind me of N7000 right down to the ears. They would fit in quite well with our current staff. Then again, that would hardly be an innovative addition, would it? We already have more condescending numerical projections than we could possibly need. I suppose music is another matter of taste, though those loppers certainly seem to be having fun. Do you think a mournful dragon would enjoy being blasted with laser lights while it sings its ancient melodies? No? Pity. A shop. Perhaps our patrons would enjoy a selection of knickknacks sold alongside our regular menu items? Though mining those Omicron coins requires a truly exorbitant amount of processing power, and what if increased circulation led to a drop in only token value? Mother forfend. This station looks familiar. I wonder if Cooking Way has any new recipes to share. But there is quite a bit of carrot on the menu already. N7000 would doubtless whir and whinge about the lack of variety. Is that a broadcasting station? Oh, I do so love a good transmitter. I wonder what sort of messages they're sending. You're listening to Hope FM. Stay tuned for more talking and ways all day and night. Moontime. Color me intrigued. Ensuring widespread access to receivers seems like hard work, but well worth the effort indeed. We could adjust the tuning of the Maragnorok's communications facilities to receive the transmission in the Lost Drags. But it still might not provide the level of crowd-pleasing excitement we're aiming for. While each and every one of these stations is wonderful in its own right, I fear none are quite suitable for our goals. Perhaps Dreaming Way can dream up something special for us? Where is Dreaming Way? Dreaming Way. Oh, Dreaming Way's over there. Dreaming Way. Oh, hello, Ixia, and is that Jamming Way? It's been so long, I started to think you were avoiding me. You opened a cafe out in Ultima Thule? That's one mother of a dream. And business is booming. Well, I am honored to be consulted upon your upcoming event. Now, we only need to work out what it is. Have you spoken with Talking Way yet? They received letters from listeners across the star. Surely one or two have mentioned exciting happenings on Etheirys. We're here. These dogs are gonna start up again. Yeah, present Talking Way. Pleasure to see you again. I would be happy to assist in your endeavors however I can. Buddy, forgive me, but have we met before? Oh, yes, you would remember me. You would remember me as Counseling Way, but I've recently taken the name Talking Way in honor of my new dream. Oh, wonderful. I look forward to working with you, Talking Way. Dreaming Way mentioned that you're in search of a rousing entertainment for your patrons, and one possibility hops to mind. If our listener mail is any indication, Thavnir's hippo cart races have been drawing quite the crowd of late. Folk come from far and wide to see those hippos hustle, 'tis said. Battling hippos? Why, that does sound exciting. We could set up a racecourse in the Necropolis to give Lost Dregs patrons a prime view of the action. A starring contest of speed and skill the likes of which Ultima Thule has never before seen. Truly, that will pique even the Nibiru's interest. Any ideas on how we might approach these hippo races? Oh yeah, I got an in with them. A leader is a friend of yours? You really do know everyone. I hope we can count on you for an introduction. A hippo hustle in Ultima Thule sounds like the sort of entertainment that should be available to all. Could our radio station provide a live broadcast of the event? But of course, with the Ragnarok as a relay, there's no signal we cannot boost. I should like nothing more than to share the joy of such an experience with our listeners across the Theris, and I certainly would be curious to attend myself. Then it's settled. We'll start on the preparations. I trust you can convince the hippos to traverse the Sea of Stars. Tithavner, you said we're looking for a woman named Cherna? Correct. Oh, I can hardly wait. In fact, I can't. See you there. My god. Do you know what the worst thing is? After... So I went to the last FanFest in London and I dressed up as a Loperet. And anytime I see these guys, I have like... I feel incredible joy, but also incredible fear. Shout out to the guy on staff who on day 2 was willing to hot glue my hat brooch back to my head. With like no questions asked. Went up to him, asked if he could hot glue something to my head. Yeah, sure, alright. Where do you need it? Right. Turner. Boy, have I got something for you. An experience for you. We need you and those hippos in space. Turner. Turner. This little one with you? They've been prattling their ears for a while now, and staring. Got a lot of staring going on. Oh, patting. Sorry, not prattling. Patting. Radio? Yeah, I've heard of it. One of my crew lugged a radio contraption all the way here from Old Charlie, and that could be who sent you the letter about the Han and Shippo hustle, come to think of it. The races of the talk of the star. We'd love to bring that sort of excitement out to Ultima Thule, though it is a bit of a trek from here. Ultima who? Now, them I ain't never heard of. They live across the sea somewhere, I take it? As buoyant as our hippos are, we can't send them out into the wide world on their own. You'd need Carla and me to race them safely, and I have too much work here at home to abandon my post. I can't thank you enough for taking an interest in our operation, though. Oh. It's truly a shame, but I hate to think to make the hippo riders disappoint their own customers in the name of entertaining ours. What do... Dreaming way and talking way, we're excited for this plan too. We mustn't give up just yet. I'm calling a strategy meeting to be held. Well, that post over there looks as good a place as any. Which post? This post. Alright. I understand Turner's passion for her work. I feel the same about my own. Perhaps someone else might race on her behalf? No. Turner race. I heard your conversation. Akala. I want to race Turner. And I know Turner wants to race. Carla, you're the one Turner mentioned, aren't you? Yeah, and you've put on clothes. Never. Turner's work ends. When she finishes with Hippo, she teaches us the common tongue so we fit in. She teaches us Hannish manners and fairness in trade. Aka. I find your language difficult, but my speaking improves. Turner says so. But Turner has no time to ride hippos now. She cares about hippos and hippo riders, her kin. Always, she helps us. But she forgets we can help her. Always, we want to help her. I see. Turner's a great leader, but she takes every responsibility onto herself. No wonder she has no time left over to race hippos. Always, Turner listens to you. You must talk sense at her. Yes, I quite agree. If, in her heart of hearts, Turner wants to race, that's all the more reason for us to host a hippo hustle. Do you think you can convince her to come around? I got this. Alright, Turner, we need to have a conversation. You hold it right there. I know that look, but you'll find I ain't so easily persuaded. Oh no, hold up. I remember this and I was bad at it. No, I remember this and I was bad at that. You know how important our delivery business is? You helped us get our start, so why try to talk me out of it? Reasons! Later. Speedy deliveries are our business. We can't be speedy if we're delivering later. Of course I would. There's only so many times you can race the same course without it starting to feel like a chore. But too many folks are relying on our services for me to go gallivanting. Sorry as a happy hippo so long as she's running. Don't think she much notices the scenery. I'd have a lot less steering to do if she did. I told him there ain't nothing to worry about. I miss racing to be sure, but the hippo riders come first. Business can be better and I'd like to keep it that way. That was a race for the ages to be sure, and it was all thanks to our team here. Like I always say, you can only do so much by yourself. I do say that, don't I? Yet here I am acting like a Carla back when he first got here. Guess I was right that him and I ain't so different, in more ways than I knew. Alright, fine, the hippo riders will pull together to keep things moving in Thavnir and you'll have your race. Yes! Hippos in space! I forgot that Ogle is someone who chills. Yeah, sure, you can come to space as well. I'm sure that will go down well for you. Do you like space? Alright. So, here's the deal. We need you two, your 2 hippos, and 2 carts on a spaceship. I knew you'd come through for us. Why? You had her convincing herself by the end. N7000, is that you? Affirmative. Several shrill life forms have come bearing the word of a hippo hustle to take place in the necropolis. As serving units have automatically initialized advertising protocols, this unit requests swift confirmation that these reports are accurate. They are accurate, and tell those units that I like their initiative. As for my fellow Loperate lifeforms, I recommend a tall glass of carrot juice for each. They're sure to place additional orders. Interference? Testing, please respond. Prioritizing requests for managerial assistance on the customer service front. Ending transmission. Don't terminate this transmission on me. Rude. What's that all about, I wonder? A dream worth chasing. Initiating a new call doesn't work either. I doubt it's anything serious, but perhaps you should check on N7000 just in case. We typically carry at least 1 object suitable for light bludgeoning. Do you not? Oh, you carry. I mean, yes. I'll work out the finer details with Turner and see the hippo riders safely to Ultimathal. I trust that the cafe will be intact when we arrive. That's a bold hope. You're putting a lot of faith in me. Ultimate. Alright, space. Alright, what's going down? What's exploded? Who's exploded? Hello. Your return is most welcome. However, one managerial lifeform remains conspicuously absent. Understood. This unit will initiate idling protocols until Jammingway arrives. Carrot-based refreshments have already been distributed to the newcomer lifeforms. And such refreshing refreshments they were. Furthermore, as your sentry organs have detected, the unusual customers have vacated the premises. This unit will now convey additional context. Once upon a time code. So to sum up, we no longer need to worry for lack of patrons. In fact, the last dregs being empty is quite inconceivable. Ixio thanked the sisters, wasn't sure we'd make it, especially after that experimental aetherite. Oi, where are our customers? You had one job, you button for brains. Elevated body temperature detected in nagging lifeform. This unit recommends swift consumption of chilled liquids. As for the customers, they have temporarily ceased their consumption of fine cafe fare to prepare for the upcoming race. The Kaledians procured a transport vessel with the assistance of Stigma 4. Presently, the global citizens and freedom fighters are conducting a joint test drive. Meanwhile, the Grebulovs expressed a long-standing desire to float about within the Miwi missive, which were eagerly volunteered by their air caretakers to serve as steeds. This unit's ethical algorithms are still processing. The Dragons too intended to participate. Soaring through Elysion's mountains has revived their passion for flight, and they have expressed a desire to see more of Ultima Thule from above. Unexpected, but I'll take it. So long as our patrons reach happiness, the means by which they travel matters not. This unit agrees and hopes that all patrons will be replete with joy upon their inevitable defeat by the superior Omicron vehicle. Artillery may be involved. Artillery is no match for Akala, I dodge. This is shaping up to be a gauntlet fiercer than Bottom's Metal. That was the dungeon I was thinking of earlier. That was the dungeon, Bottom's Metal. How could I forget that? I remember being stuck in that hell for leveling. For ages. This unit also invited the Nevirun to share the singular experience of losing to the Omicrons, but their registration remains pending. Nevertheless, they have conceded to observe the other civilizations' preparations. Oh, I have to hope that the overall excitement sweeps them up eventually. For now, we have our own preparations to attend to. On that note, this unit recalls that the inventing lifeform wished to speak with Ixia regarding said preparations. Reports of critical levels of static electricity indicate the likely presence of this ally at base Omicron. Now, this unit must return to supervising Stigma 4's production of racetrack features, engaging enthusiasm protocols. Alright. I've got to go see a lifeform battling. Good luck, everybody. Alright, here's inventing way. Hello. Just the person of Aetheris I was hoping to see. As our Omicron friend doubtless relayed to you, this race is no longer a mere spectator sport. The people of Ultima Thule will be bringing the best their civilizations have to offer, and they mean to win. Should the Arcazadara then be left to defend Aetheris' honor, should the Arcazadara then be left to defend Aetheris' honor all on their own? Nay, says I. Mother put her faith in the myriad peoples of the star for a reason. Fortunately, we brought a number of moonhoppers to help prepare for the hustle. With a little help from good old Inventing Way, there's no reason that one can't haul you to victory. Artillery schmiratory. You can't pulverize what you can't catch. I've already taken the liberty of altering this moonhopper. Dazzle your competition with the hyper hop step, or press the big boost button to outstrip them with ease. Actually, why not do both? Do mind your power reserves though. Even my prestigious skill, there are only so many batteries I can shove into this chassis. Now, hop along and tell N7000 to add one more entrant to the roster. I'll catch up once I've discovered where this final screw belongs. I'm gonna die in a fiery blaze. Hi, I can't go to Tural. I died in a race for fun with a bunch of bunnies. Alright, N7000, let's... How are we all doing? How are you doing, Ogul? Oh, she's gonna help at the starting line. Good for her, good for her. He has eaten. He is ready. One queer hustle. Race preparations continue in accordance with projections. Did the inventing lifeform raise any matters of note? Are we joining the fray? How thrilling! Entrant registered. This unit will now provide supplementary information regarding the course. Please direct your orbs toward this graphological data display. Ooh. The race will begin at the starship Ragnarok in Osterak Dekaoto. Once Jammingway and Ogul signal the commencement of hostilities, competitors may proceed across Rhea Tara towards Ostrakon Tria. Passage through the checkpoint rings is mandatory. Those rings look rather lofty. How are the hippocards going to get through? In Ultima Thule, the emotions become reality. You only need believe to make your hippos fly. Did you just call me an ultimate fool? Because I'd have to be to believe something like that. Once in Ostrakon Tria, the racers will enter the artillery zone, which extends from the periphery of the Ostrakon to the abode of the air. This excitement enhancement is sponsored by the Alphatron civilization. Wait, you were serious about the artillery? What if my Zoraya gets hit? Out of concern for the curiously smooth four-legged lifeforms, Stigma 4 is presently manufacturing non-lethal cannons. Encountering these painless projectiles will result in no more than explosive removal from the course. I mean, that doesn't sound very non-lethal. Those who remain unblasted should continue to Ostrakon, Deca, Hexai, and proceed through Brace, Omicron. Then it is merely a matter of reaching the finish line and located at the last dregs. I win, then I feast on tiny desserts. That's a mood. Note that in accordance with Omicron contest protocols, there are no restrictions on contrivances, mechanical, magical, or maniacal during the race. This concludes the briefing. Oh, at least I packed my rainbow ghoul. Tura should be happy to run for it, no matter where she is. You brought Gulal. Why you do not share? Sharing is caring. You've been through this, Sakala. Your hippo's never shown a lick of interest. You just like throwing things. Go ahead and make your preparations. I need to make sure that N7000 isn't underestimating. understanding the firepower of those cannons. Once this taken care of, I'll retrieve your Moonhopper and meet you at the Ragnarok. Can't wait to immediately die. Can't wait to immediately lose. Gonna explode. Gonna immediately explode and die. Right, where did we leave the Ragnarok? Where did I park my car? Alright, starting line, let's go. Oh, sorry, I need to really ram my face into this. Let the games begin! Oh, everyone is here and waiting. Test, test, people of Etheris, are you there? We are your hosts, Talking Way and Dreaming Way, coming to you live from the very edge of the universe. And here among the stars, the Hyper Hustle is about to begin. The contest for the ages will see competitors race across the land as barren as it is beautiful, vying to be the first to cross the finish line. You don't want to miss a moment of this, folks. Now, let's introduce our racers. Pulled by the speedy Soria is a courier as fast as she is reliable. All the way from Thavnir, it's Turner the Hippo Rider. Next, a Gyosura is fearsome on the track as he is fearless on the battlefield. Honed in the fires of the Hannish Hippo Hustle, I, Akala. Hold up. Let's hope that Peacekeeper's less peaceful functions are disabled. Hailing from Carolyn, a team of once bitter enemies turned fast friends, the citizens of freedom. I hope he wins. He's just kind of chilling and doing his own thing. Our next entrant may look more frolicsome than furious, but pass them at your peril, supported by the ever so darling Misuv. It's the electrifying Grebulov X. And the crowd goes wild. This mean, clean, speeding machine is ready to put the Alpha back in Alphatron civilization. Say hello to the lethal Lambda unit of victory! But lo, what wisdom rides on the winds of Elysion and fair peaks once forgot, the Dragon Star has joined the fray. Beep, 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 beep. Last but not least, a sword in the darkness, a beacon of hope, the champion of Eorzea. Friends from across the universe, we present the one and only Hurrier of Light. God, I fell. What's this? A Nibiran challenger? Are they supposed to be there? I thought the Hurrier was the last participant. You made it! Did you prefer a vehicle? We can lend you a Moonhopper if you'd like. That will not be necessary. Can I win them if I go home? No, can I? Oh, no. I'm being taunted forever with a mount I cannot have. What name of mug swabbing Marga? Siria's a good girl, but she ain't no divinity. How's a normal hippo meant to compete with that? Like I said, you and your hippo need only lend your competitive spirits burn bright. Where there's a will, there's a way. Quite literally. Suppose I'll toss some Galal and hope for the best. Racers, are you ready? I want to be Rala. Me. No, I want to be Rala. Oh, here we all are. Our racers have assembled at the starting line. Who will surpass the rest to emerge triumphant? On your mark. Get set. Go! And they're off. The Nibiran god Rala taking the lead. Oh, here comes Krepulov. He's... Oh no! Sweet mother, a juicy joke from the mill with me. It's... I sent the Lambda unit... No, something. Put his race on, they're now entering the next area. A field of automated artillery. I did not see what they said about the other thing. Point is the Lambda unit died. Citizens of freedom going in! We have received a transmission from the Peacekeeper. This is not compared to the carnage of Caroline. Yeah, you heard it here, folks. Oh no! Oh, they're going down! Please keep us down! How fortunate the Krellians wear helmets! Akala's cart is enveloped in a cloud of Gulal. A ploy to distract competing hippos, perhaps? Or did he fall prey to rainbow temptation? Oh, he spun out. Whatever the cause, it's only made Turner, the hippo rider's cart, fly all the faster. She's overtaken the Hurrier of Light for second place. No, it's this again. I've already taken the liberty of altering this moonhopper. Dazzle your competition with a hyper hop step, or press the big boost button to outstrip me these. Actually, why not do both? Do mind your power reserves though. Even my prestigious skill, there are only so many batches I can shove into the chassis. I mean, I don't mind losing this, to be fair. The hippo is halted, overwhelmed by the euphony of my song, no doubt. Bye, Turner. The Hurry of Light is second place to cries of "This ain't over, Exia!" How do you beat a god? Press the boost button. This is it, folks. The final stretch. The Harrier of Light has pushed the Moonhopper to hair-raising speeds and something, something, something. Surely Roller can just lean its head forward. Like, all it would have to do is just stretch its neck. We have word from N7000 at the finish line. The winner of the Hyper Hustle is... That idiot didn't lean its head forward. The Harrier of Light by our nose! Okay, but what do we do with the god now flying about? Like, is that gonna be an issue? Can it turn back? Okay, apparently it's just kind of vibing. There goes the Grobulov. Glad he's living his best life. Oh, we can turn back. We do not understand. Our chosen form was suitable, our performance flawless, yet victory was not ours to claim. It has been long since we have experienced this quickening of the pulse, this vexation. That's racing for you. Just when you think you got it, some grinning idiot comes shooting past to take gold. And sometimes you get to be that grinning idiot. And that's the thrill of it. You never know if it'll go your way. You just race with all you got. But you're upset to have lost can only mean one thing. You want to win next time. That's a dream worth chasing. Trust me, I'm an expert. We do feel a yearning to race once more, a desire to triumph. This is well. We will engage with the other patrons of this establishment to develop a superior stratagem. Dynamis readings indicate a positive effect on the local environment. In accordance with Jammingway's aspirations, the Last Dregs has become an even greater source of hope. Despite the significant expense, extensive property damage, and crossing defeat incurred, this unit rates the Hyper Hustle as worth it. I like how he's still in there. He's just... That guy's my hero, that one Grobulov. Oh, to be a Grobulov. You know what? They did an Odorota plushie. Grobulovs are basically the same. Like, I feel like Grobulovs, Odorotas, and Namazu, same thing. Give me a plush of a Grobulov. To think you did all that on a Loperate built craft. I'm delighted that we could play some small part in your triumph. And I'm even more delighted that the Nibiran have finally found something to work toward. Still, I'll be glad to resume our usual service. Make myself a nice carrot coffee while I'm behind that counter. You were right, I admit it. I had a great time racing, even if I didn't understand half of what was going on. But it was as fun as it was. I need to be getting home to Thavnir. Don't want to leave the Hippo Riders alone for too long. Lest some hamster heads start getting restless. We finished packing up the broadcasting equipment, so we'll be heading back to the Dreaming Workshop ourselves. So soon? It feels so empty out here in the cosmic void without you. Affirmative. But did we not have one more objective to complete before the other organic life forms depart? Objective? Oh, I nearly forgot. Talking way, inventing way. Help me lift this. 1, 2, hup. This is for you, XIV. A trophy befitting the victor of the Hyper Hustle. As you can see, it was designed in the image of the Lost Dregs, the Hippo Riders, and also the Dreaming Ways. That reminds me, we brought a few commemorative gifts as well. Talking way, inventing way, help me lift these. 1, 2. Ugh. One for the Lost Dregs and one for Severna. You have an eatery there too, I hear. Then I hope you'll let us keep you company at mealtimes, whether it's weather advisories, hopping music, or simply a friendly voice you need. Hope FM is here for you. So this is a radio contraption too? Has bigger ears than the other one I saw, but I'll be sure to listen with the crew. I was just thinking we should get one of these. Our patrons are gonna love it. Projections anticipate increased customer satisfaction in the ambience category. Thank you, XIV. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't brought us together. Oh no! The Grebulov's lost his friend. I think I speak for everyone when I say that this day will shine like a newborn star in our memories. Hope you feel the same. Just don't let it eclipse the possibility of more unforgettable days to come. After all, looking across the sea, up at the moon, past the distant stars, and you'll find us waiting for you. Oh, you should get the trophy. Where the heck am I going to put that? Through your efforts, your allies from Etheris to the stars beyond have forged bonds of friendship that promise to remain strong through the years. Right, now let us go back. Space race. Lop hop. What, I registered? Lop hop has to be the dance they were doing, right? Where's Lop hop? Yeah, it is. Cute. Is he still? The poor guy. Just a lick? Why would you want to lick it? Hold up. Hold up. Don't lick it. Trophy that represents the power of teamwork, friendly competition, shared cuisine, hopes, dreams, purpose, and batteries. You know what? I'm still not gonna do the Hildebrand quest. Because the Hildebrand quests are confusing at the best of times, let alone when you haven't done most of it. But I think there's one last quest for the Island Sanctuary. Like, I remember, I think it was Tatara, and she was like, yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, there is another quest. Let's finish off. We finished on a good note there. Let's finish on a good note for the Sanctuary. Cheese? I'm sorry, the quest reward is going to be cheese. Wonderful. Perfect. Contact from Mrs. Totaro. She sends word that she's presently on her way with the final group of visitors. Whoever they are, I've no doubt they shall find your sanctuary more than satisfactory. Having been so honoured by the Admiral practically guarantees it. Now, pray make for the Western Inlet with haste, with haste! I mean, given that it's seemingly Gallian cheese, it's going to be some of the Gallians. Which raises the question, when was the last time they saw not snow? Who have you brought to my island, and do I immediately want to kick them off? Sorry to have kept you waiting, Ixia. I don't remember any of these people. Oh, I didn't recognize Julius because he wasn't wearing his outfit. Forgive our intrusion. Julius Pierre Norbanus reporting for recreation? I thought it best we'd not arrive in uniform, but these are my comrades of the First Legion. They've been laboring daily to ensure the Gallian community's needs are met. The fact that any of you own clothes that are not uniform. Totaro's invitation came as a surprise to all of us, but, well, do you remember how we insisted the twins take proper leave from their duties in Garlemald? They informed the Ilsvar contingent of their impending departure, of course, and apparently the news travelled fast. Specifically to Amanlane and Sicard. According to Lucia, they were uncommonly allied in their insistence that our Gallian comrades needed a vacation above anyone. Knowing full well the relaxation to be found on your island, they wasted no time in hatching a plan to ensure the Gallian community's most indefatigable workers benefited from such pleasurable environs. I read that really weird. Thus, we lured out Euless and his contingent. And by Amanlane's airship, Sicard's swiftest vessel, and my wee little rowboat, delivered our fine guest to your lovely island. Yay. She did it. We had our reservations at first, but could not in good conscience refuse such a generous offer. So, here we are. Vacationing. Do you want to come and meet my sheep? The spirit. Now, what would you like to do? Lounge on the beach, soak in the greenery, tour the island's landmarks? They've never had a vacation. They're not gonna know. What do you think? When was the last time you guys saw greenery that wasn't trying to murder you? Not a bad idea. From the looks of it, the island's wilderness seems plentiful enough to get lost in. Mountains, forests, no doubt rivers. I can think of no better place to undergo survival training. All his willingness to humour us, something tells me he's not a practiced vacationer. How about we pay a visit to Ixia's mammoths? You can see the sort of work they get up to and even try your hand at some of their tasks if you so choose. Do you keep crops on this island? The art of cultivation has been passed down in my family for generations, so I would be happy to tend to the fields. I have some experience in caring for animals. My mother and father were once farmhands, and I have fond memories of learning the trade. My family once made good business in forestry, from logging to splitting firewood. I'm your man. We Gallians are an agricultural people first and foremost. Even after we were driven north, we found arable land and nurtured fields with enough crops to spare for livestock. What's more, before ceruleum and iron, we relied upon lumber to build our houses and heat our hearths. Until my parents' and grandparents' time, most of us led simple lives in simple homes, not like those you found abandoned in Lapis Manalus. Is that so? I must say, I hadn't anticipated such an enthusiasm for agriculture, but I'm glad to hear it. It seems your island is in good hands. Shall we head for the hideaway? Then allow me to lead the way. Right, you guys walk. I'm gonna fly because I'm too lazy to walk up a hill. The Mammoths have escorted our guests to their respective areas of interest. Everyone seemed eager to get started. I hope they find it to be a good change of pace compared to the Garlemald of recent times. This tropical paradise offers far more in the way of... Ah, I forgot about my tropical gifts. I prepared some garments for Euless and the others, but entirely forgot to present them once we arrived. We can still catch up to them though. You'll help me deliver them, won't you? I'll give you the outfits for Euless, his quiet friend, and the strapping lad with a love of lumber. You can leave the others to me. Let's meet back here afterwards. Alright, where am I going? I'm going up over here. One of them liked the fields. Yeah, right, that one's a bit further away. Let's just do this one first. Whoop. Where the heck are you? No, actually, where the heck are you? Okay, Euless is just kind of vibing on a cliff, alright. Oh, Ixia, we were just talking about you. Is it true you built all this from nothing? As someone who was raised in the capital and joined the military directly after graduation, I'm not possessed of the same skill as the others in my contingent. I find your work here truly impressive. I wasn't even sure what jobs were available on an island like this, so I've been having this mammoth explain your operation here as we tour the facilities. Here you guys go. Comments? I thought my civilian attire suitable for such recreational ventures, but perhaps not. Still, this is unbelievably light, quite the far cry from our hefty uniforms. We'll find somewhere to change. Extend to Taro our thanks, will you? Here, Manius. Do he speak? Have you and Ixia been properly introduced? Did we? When the hell did we meet? We had occasion to speak some time ago. At Victor's Spores, as I recall. Though you were trailing a tiny chocobo at the time. Not to mention that spider-like communicator. Maybe? Never seen a more curious species. Oh! No. That's what it was. Okay, no, that makes sense. We met with when I went around with Alpha and Omega. That's what the chocobo was. I don't view Alpha as a tiny chocobo chick. He's just a chocobo of a unique breed. Never seen a more curious piece of magitech. There I am, graveside, and it starts sprouting philosophical queries at me. A tiny chocobo and philosophical magitech? You sure you weren't dreaming? Of course I wasn't dreaming. I'm not like some of us who drift off during lecture and start loudly scolding our kid siblings in our sleep. It was one time, let me live it down already. If I don't keep your elite ass humble, who will? You're stuck with me, Euless. The mammoth just like, Well, at least they're having fun. Away from the war. Half of the Guardians are still arseheads, but I would love to have, like, the way we did, what's it called? The Dormant Enclave. I would love to be able to actually fix up at least a part of Garlemald. Nope, we'll go down even further, right? Yeah. You kind of vibing? Ah, hello there. I was just on my way to gather some wood with this mammoth. Here, clothes. Trouble attire? For me? You and the young miss are most generous hosts. I shall look forward to changing into this upon my return. But now the world's cool. If training under Lord Quietus of all those years left me with anything, it is the confidence to overcome any hardship. I dare say felling a few trees will prove relaxing in comparison. I mean, they're doing manual labor, but they're happy for doing it. I'm conflicted, Tataru. So little... Oh, Tataru's over here. You okay? I managed to catch up to the others. How did you fare? Wonderful. With their tropical new attire, hopefully their stay will be all the more comfortable. Now then, while our guests enjoy their activities, we should make preparations for a meal. Working outside in the fresh air is bound to whet the appetite, don't you think? We could have a wonderful little party on the beach when they return. I don't think anything is going to beat the giant pudding from the last quest, though. Oh, we are, however, playing Flow. Like how we invited one mammoth. And then apparently had bowls of cereal. It's strange, you know. To be here now, like this, after so much has happened. First, the death of Emperor Solus. Debatable, he was still kicking, let's not go into Imid Sulk. Then Emperor Varus was assassinated, and life as we knew it was pushed straight into the abyss. How blind we were, and how heavy a price we paid for it. In our ignorance, we fed the fires of conflict that gave rise to anima, and lost everything we held dear. Our friends, our families. The Ilzabard contingent arrived in the midst of that chaos to save us from ourselves, but the damage was already done. Countless were tempered that night, myself included. You got better, though. Yet that wasn't the end. You and your allies found a cure and roused us from that waking nightmare. Into another. No scorching sky or star being ravaged by the final days. What was left after such calamity? A mountain of problems heaped like the rubble of our capital. We didn't even know where to start picking up the pieces. Then along came Alphino and Alice, the Hannish satrap, and Zero, of course. She came, befriended us, and then left as suddenly as she arrived. I can get you her number. That's how life is, isn't it? One unpredictable thing after the next. Time passing in an inexorable flow. And it is through the ups and downs of each passing day that I finally realized something. Honestly, it's so obvious I could laugh. Every beginning has an end. We're destined to experience loss. All of us. Yet it is the culmination of these endings that builds a future. Now who's the philosophical Magitek? Goodness, even I got caught up in the festivities. Who would have guessed we'd one day be drinking and singing the night away with Garlia and comrades? We finished reporting our progress to your mammoths and it indicated where they might easily resume the task we were entrusted. This was just what we needed. Thank you. I have no doubt that remembering our stay here will make even the coldest night seem a little warmer. I'd hoped to express our thanks in a more material manner, but seeing as we're still reliant upon the goodwill of other nations, I'm afraid the labor we provide is the most we can offer. From what the mammoths tell me, your workmanship was exemplary. We should be thanking you. I'm glad to hear it. The mammoths are likewise generous with their expertise, so please extend them our gratitude. We'll put all we learned here to good use back home, and once Golemord has regained her footing, I'll extend you an invitation. In the summer, I think, when the wind sweeps across the meadows to the snow-capped mountains beyond. After seeing your beautiful isle, I have a strong feeling you'll like it. That day's never coming, is it? It's never happening. As do we, and now that we're refreshed, we'll work doubly hard to see that day come to pass. Until we meet again next year, take care. If you're ready to go, pray wait for me by the skiff. Rest assured that Tataru's wee little rowboat shall see you safely and comfortably to your connecting vessel. Let me fix them. Just like we did with the broom. Just like we did with the Domin Enclave, let me help repair it. With this, I officially have no more guests to bring you. Thinking back, we made wonderful memories here, didn't we? With friends both old and new, near and far. While I am glad the Sanctuary Island initiative succeeded, far more precious to me is the time we spent here together. How about you, Ixia? Did you enjoy the change of pace? Because this is more content coming in the next expansion. Nothing would make me happier if you did. No matter where adventure leads, may your hideaway here continue to serve you for summers and summers to come. It will, until I get those 2 mounts that I'm missing. Actually, this is a good place to get, like, gathering and crafting material for cheap too. It says that. Yes, cheese. Oh, Island Sanctuary actually done. It's now no more content for it because the expansion's gonna have different content. So weird. Yeah. I guess if I ever get around to doing, like, putting furniture and this stuff, I can now successfully bury the Curious Courier because he will never be seen again. No contact, because I have to invite my own friends. My friends don't play. My friends have ceased to play this game. It's just me on my own. With my island of dogs, apparently. And their puppies. Exactly, grrr. Well, let's go back to the house. Let's put this trophy down. Mew. Did they add, hold up, did they add any more furniture while I'm here? No, this is all... I think that one's new. That one's new. Look at the squapes. Seeking to make grapes more transportable, a researcher is rumored to have produced a variety that grew in blocky clusters. Although complaints that they looked unappetizing led to a new strain with rounder edges, the original was regarded fondly by some, so it was immortalized in the form of this lab post. And a stress ball, I guess? A stress ball-esque adjacent squishy thing that was given out at the FanFest. But I have fond memories of the FanFest. Right. And in here, most of this is stuff I'd already seen. Yeah, okay. Do I have space for this trophy? I do! Where can we put you? We got there? Hold up. Ah! Okay, brilliant. Elder? Hello. I think that's a... Hold up, I think there's a bed. I vaguely remember a bed being shown off. Yeah, that. Cute, I've got no place for it. Oh, the chair. I would like to buy this at some point if it comes down in price. A bunch of things from the Aloha that I haven't actually gone and done yet that I need to do. But, on that note, that's where I'm actually going to call it. We did the story. We've got the tie-in to the expansion. So that is... Well, I feel as though that's really going to be all the streaming content I'm going to do until the expansion with this game. I know there's the crossover with 11 coming back, but I've already done that. There's the crossover with 16, but that's going to be really short, and I can't see that really being worth it. So, unless they have another tie-in story, which I can't see happening, but on the off chance that they did for some bizarre reason, this is all from Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And the next time I see, well, the next time I stream my boy will be during the new expansion, when we get to see if he still looks the same, because there's a graphics update coming and there's a reason why they're giving, well, they're seemingly giving out free Fantasia. So, my boy may continue to look like this. My boy may need tweaks depending on how the graphics update hits him. I'm hoping it won't hit him too hard because Viera are one of the later races added. But if I end up doing tweaks in the character creation, I'll end up doing that. So yeah, I guess in terms of Final Fantasy XIV, we will meet again when the expansion comes out. Presumably for early access weekends, which may or may not have friends. We may or may not do some of the deep dungeon content. I know at least one of my friends is interested in Viper. I'm kind of here for Pictomancer, but I could also take or leave both of them for a while. So, yeah. Next time we meet will be Dawn Trail. I can't wait to sit in a loading screen with everyone for like the first hour, just waiting on either the game to connect or to get past the actual queue. because those are both entirely possible options. And then I look forward to getting stuck in a single area where you can either teleport into or out of, because that's happened before. At least I should be safe by the time the main story kicks about. So yeah, that's gonna be all from me for today, guys. I hope you have a good morning, day, afternoon, evening, night. I don't know what I'm going to be seeing you guys in next. I haven't quite made up my mind. But yeah, on that note, that's where I'm gonna leave it. And yeah, see ya!